This week on the Maverick Podcast, Chris Delamo from RedPillPhilosophy.com joins the show to talk about the leftist propaganda in the new Star Wars movie, the feminist cult, modern education, just how broken it really is, and so much more. Feminism is bankrolled. It's backed by the big banks. It's all funded, and I've come across many of them that believe that there's absolutely no difference between the genders. I've talked to feminists that think men and women are the exact same, and men should be competing with women in major sports leagues, including the UFC. I mean, these people are so delusional.
Well, the funny thing is that I was once having a conversation with she was pretty much a feminist. It was on Facebook, and she was trying to make the argument that men and women are identical. She was trying to make the argument that there's basically no substantial difference between the genders. And I'm like, well, that's retarded. I mean, the mere fact that a woman has a period once a month is a huge difference. And she's like, oh, really? How is that? And I'm like, well, I mean, if once a month for the span of about a week, you're going to have debilitating cramps. You're going to be gushing blood out of between your legs. You have to take your Midol pill to numb the pain. You have to wear the freaking pad. And you're also going to be going through an emotional roller coaster because women on their periods are known for, being very they're on an emotional roller coaster going up and down. Huge differences. And you might think, oh, well, that's just once a month is not a big deal. But when this is every month, from the moment the girl hits puberty for the next 20, 30 or so years of her life, these are subtle things that affect a woman. These are subtle things that affect her behavior. It affects, just on a basic behavioral level, what men on average are capable of and what women on average are capable of. So the genders are different. And of course, let's not forget what the period is. The period is the woman going through ovulation. This is the fact that she has an inborn capacity to create life. She has the feminine gender, the female gender, the receptive gender. She is the fertile soil on which masculinity implants itself via the sperm, and the woman is the harboring source for creating a human being in her womb. I mean, it's just like men and women are not the same biologically. And these biological differences manifest in certain behaviors and outcomes in our everyday life, whether it's like the woman having her monthly period or men having far higher levels of testosterone, which make them more capable of developing muscle and being strong, which naturally inclines them to pursue more masculine type of physical activities in many cases as compared to women who once a month are freaking debilitated by the period that they get. I mean, these inherent biological differences play out and affect us in our everyday lives, and it's the reason that there are differences between the genders, not because of patriarchy, but because of nature.
Because of biology, and there are biological differences. There are psychological differences. Men are better at some things, women are better at some things, but it's that very idea that is being chipped away at now, and it's being called sexist, it's being called hateful, it's being called offensive, and it's all because of the bankrolled, feminist, divide and conquer, George Soros-backed strategy to drive a wedge between men and women.
Fight back against YouTube censorship by supporting me on Patreon. You'll also get access to exclusive, never-before-seen videos and other perks like monthly Google Hangouts with me, free books and t-shirts, and more.